Hey chickadees, it's me. It is Sunday night, and I know I pushed this back an hour, so I know that we probably won't have anybody joining us. But I just wanted to run through call number 8 real quick. Many thanks to Beth for covering for me the last 2 weeks while I was in California on vacation, and I'm in New Orleans right now on vacation. And next week, I'll be in Kentucky. Not for vacation, for the President's Club trip. So I might have a special guest joining me for call number 1 of the next series. But that's what I love about this job is you can take it with you. In California, I didn't take my laptop, so I knew that I was going to be completely out of contact. So Beth was fantastic for covering those calls 6 and 7 for us. So thank you. If you guys haven't told Beth thank you yet, make sure you do. She killed it. All right, so this call we're talking about going forward. What are your next steps? So if you're just joining us, then definitely be sure to tune in next week because that's going to be a great call number 1. It's going to kind of wrap up everything I'm about to tell you about in this call. But this is just kind of taking into account and into stock all the things that you hopefully have done over the past 8 weeks in your business or the first 60 days of your business. So one of the first things I want to challenge you to ask yourself is, where are you and your business headed? Are you where you thought you would be when you set your goals at the beginning of this crazy new journey? Are you on track with those goals? And if you're not, why not? Is there something that you didn't take advantage of? Is there something you're still not comfortable doing yet? So just be honest with yourself. If you need more help, if you don't feel like you've learned everything, if you haven't started with the basics, that's always a great place to go. But if you feel that you are missing something, talk to your sponsor, talk to me. I will definitely try to help get you more information. I want to touch again on time management. Time management, especially when you're starting your new business, this is when we kind of jump in head first and everything else gets thrown to the wayside. So you have to make sure that you are balancing the needs and wants of your personal life along with your new business. So if you haven't yet read Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, I highly recommend it. It's going to definitely help you prioritize the things that you should be touching daily in your business as opposed to the things that are just busy work. If you're still struggling with time management, maybe look at writing down, kind of like you would do a nutrition list, like a diet journal. Do the same thing with your time. So start tracking where your time goes. How many minutes a day do you get sucked down the Facebook rabbit hole? When you take your phone into the bathroom, could you be doing something work-oriented instead of checking Facebook or Instagram or Snapchatting people? And then just see how much time something reasonably takes. Can you multitask? Can you stamp your catalogs while you're watching TV? All that kind of fun stuff. Is there anything that you can delegate? Could your kids put stickers on the bath products? Could your kids stamp your catalogs for you? But just start kind of figuring out how you can develop a system for your business. We're all about working smarter, not harder. The back end of this gig should not be difficult and it should not take up a lot of time. Speaking of developing a system, if you are still struggling with that, how are you going to package your back orders? How do you get your orders in? And how often do you place an order? How often do you have parties? What do you do with all the paperwork once the party's over? If you're still struggling with that, call me. Y'all know I love organization and being a nerd. So systems are huge for me. And an easy way to kind of keep something in mind is touch it once. When you get your customer connection cards, do everything that you're going to need to do with them and then file them away. Same with your order forms. Do everything you got to do with your copy of the order forms and then file them away. Touch it once. Once it's put away, you should never have to refer back to it again because it should be in the COO and you should have that contacts information captured and any notes. So touch it once, then file it away. And then making sure you're setting specific office hours for your business so your customers and your team knows when and where they can reach you. Especially as your business starts to take off, that's going to be super duper integral. So set some office hours. If it's Saturday morning, if it's when you're picking up your kids in the car line, and you're sitting there for an hour and a half, what can you be doing? Waiting for your kids to get out of school to help further your business. Remember during time management to concentrate on your income producing activities. So that's getting parties booked, that's hostess coaching and party planning, that's talking to your potential new team members, talking to your existing team members, reaching out to them. So what can you do? What can you better focus your time and attention on? And what can you ignore? Facebook, Instagram, you can ignore all those things. Turn off your phone notifications. That's something I talk about in the first call. It's huge. Turn off your phone notifications because it takes like 7 to 15 minutes to bounce back from any distraction. So that's a whole lot of time wasted throughout the course of our year and our life. So just stop, turn off the phone notifications. Set specific times where you're going to check to see how many likes you got on Facebook. Time management is a huge thing for me. So I just took a great class when I was in California about automating some stuff and managing your time so you can spend more time doing the things you love. So I'm excited to put some of that stuff into practice when I get back into the swinging thing again. One of the mottos, and you'll hear me say a whole lot of different mottos when it comes to this gig: stay a student, show up to go up. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. But another huge one is the speed of the leader is the speed of the team. So you're going to model what you want your team to replicate. I don't expect any of my team members to go as hard as I do, but I want you to see the consistency because I go hard all the time. And if you're going hard is 8 parties a month, if you're going hard is 4 parties a month, that's awesome. I want you to stay consistent and I want you to kill it. And remember that that's what your team sees. So when you sign your new team members, they're going to see all of that and you're going to want to totally kill it and set the example for them. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, remember how I just told you guys that it takes like 7 to 15 minutes to bounce back from a distraction? You guys don't know, you don't want to know what my husband's doing across from me in this hotel room right now. I don't know if you guys can see his shadows on the wall or anything like that. Stop. At least he's got his clothes on. I think he's going to try to come around and make a guest appearance. Say hi to the pretty girls.
Hi, pretty girls.
Okay, bye. He was like, you're doing your webinar on vacation? I said, yeah, work never sleeps. My girls need it. All right. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is sisterhood and expectations. So sisterhood is huge in this line of work. We are working together to cover each other's butts. Like Beth was killing it for me last week. And Erica took so much work home. She's my assistant and took a lot of work home while I've been gone for the majority of May and has been killing it from her house, helping run my business. And I couldn't obviously be where I am without this amazing team. And it's just amazing, the women that I've been able to meet because of this opportunity. But with that, there are some expectations that come along with how to be a good team player because you're solely responsible for your business. But we're working together as a team to achieve some really big goals. So I want to make sure you guys always remember that. And I think it always just bears repeating. I like to think it's common sense, but it's always good just to kind of remind it and speak it into existence and put it out in the world what your expectations or what my expectations for this team are. So I'm allergic to California, so I'm still recovering from that trip. I apologize. That's why I probably sound stupid. Maintaining a friendly demeanor is essential. All right, we're in a relationship business and we make women happy. And yes, life happens. We all know life happens. But if you're constantly negative, not only do your customers not want to hang out with you, but your team's not going to want to hang out with you. And they're not necessarily going to see you as someone they can rely on. Or God forbid, if they're not able to do a party, if you're only posting terrible negative things on Facebook, they're probably not going to reach out to you to cover your party if they don't have a team of their own right now. So becoming friends with your sisters, an easy way to do that is showing up. Show up to the team meetings, meet who your sisters are. Come to trainings, come to our date nights. We do lots of fun stuff together. And that's something we're really working on this year, is because I didn't realize that everybody didn't know everybody. I just figured since everybody knew me, they knew everybody, which is really stupid and self-centered. So we're fixing that. And we've got a lot of fun date nights planned. And it makes my heart so stinking happy when I hear that you guys are going out on your own and you're having dinner with so-and-so and, you know, you're going to movies with this and that. I love it. I love it so much. I love the sisterhood that's happening on the Facebook group. You guys are really stepping up to help each other out, especially while I was out of town. You guys knew that I wasn't going to be there to help you, and I was a little nervous, but you guys killed it. So high five. Keep it up. This is amazing. This is what it should be. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So on that note, again, keeping it positive and maintaining a friendly demeanor. Don't engage in gossip. Don't talk trash about each other. Don't pass on rumors. That's not going to help anybody. We're kind of going through, one of our team members is going through some crap right now. I know a lot of you guys are dealing with real life. But Meredith is being dealt a very unfair hand, and we need to step up and be there for everybody. We don't need to spread gossip. We don't need to talk about anybody. This has happened in the past, and I don't know how best to like try to nip it in the bud. So, you know me, Miss Warm and Fuzzy, I'm going to be calling some people out if there's some shit going down that I don't think needs to happen. But just as a general note, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything. And if it's not going to help anyone become a better person, don't waste your time. We're all going to have shit days. We're all going to see someone killing it, and we're going to want to wish her or them. There's no room for cattiness in this business. There's plenty of opportunity for all of us to succeed. So don't get in your own way by being jealous or spreading gossip or hearsay. That's enough about that. And then just be a good sister when it comes to trading and exchanging. I had to make a spreadsheet, surprise, surprise, of all the stuff that I owed people when I was trading, because I would frankly forget, and that sucks. So if you offer to trade products with a sister, make sure you're doing it by the book. And what that means is trade retail value for retail value. See if they want a trade or if they want it replaced. If it's replaced, again, try to make them not wait more than 10 business days, just like you would for a customer, because they need that. That's part of their inventory. They're hoping to sell that and make their money. So don't make your sisters wait. And if someone borrowed something from you and it hasn't been replaced yet, call them out on it. It's not rude. It's not rude. Call them out on it. Be like, girl, where's that coochie cream at? I kind of need it for my parties this weekend. You are well within your right to do that. And frankly, especially with me, some of you may have to do that, because I try to keep it all in my little spreadsheet. Sometimes I forget, because I am only human. Another good kind of rule of thumb is okay, so say you needed something that was discontinued, and so there was a consultant that had it, yay, but she lived far enough away where she had to ship it, boo. Then the nice thing for you to do is when you like exchange or whatever, you trade her something else for it at same retail value, throw in a couple extra dollars for her shipping. All right, because she did you a big fat favor by shipping that item to you. The shipping doesn't equal out when it's something that's that desperately needed. It's not like, oh, well, I sent you this back and I also had to pay shipping. Nope, she really stepped up, especially if it's something you were really struggling to get. Just throw in a couple bucks for shipping. That's a nice thing to do. And with that, I just want to congratulate everybody that's stuck with us for these 8 weeks of calls. If you missed any of them, you'll be able to see them all the videos in this event. I will be making an event for the next round of calls. So all those are in the same spot. These will all be uploaded to the YouTubes as well. So if you missed anything, feel free to go back and watch them. But congratulations on committing to staying a student and learning more about your business and taking the reins so that you can kick butt and make this whatever you want it to be. And y'all, if I have not seen your beautiful face, please come to our next team meeting. It's on June 13th at my house. It'll be a lot of fun. We got some fun stuff planned. I know Beth is posting in the event about snacks, and we've just got some fun stuff coming up this summer. So I really hope that you'll make it to a meeting. We've also got the bus tour coming up, and then a market training in Savannah, and then national training in August. So I hope to see you at these events. You owe it to yourself and your business to learn what you don't know, especially if you feel like you're hitting a wall or if you're on the verge of going inactive. If you're struggling every month to maintain your minimum to stay active, that's not working your business. That's like trying to resuscitate your business on a monthly basis. And something that Cindy Faulkner said that stuck with me when I first got started is, it's easier to build and sustain momentum than it is to try to like build it up. And then it's easy just to go like ramp it up, and then we're good here at this level. But if you're constantly like having to it takes so much effort to get up to this point where it's good that then as soon as you take a break, it's like whoosh. So stay consistent with your business. If it's a party a month, if it's a party a week, if it's 2 parties a week, whatever it is, stay consistent. This is your business, but you each deserve to get everything that you want out of this business. But just know it's going to take some effort on your part. Rome wasn't built in a day. None of these ladies who are killing it, the Cindys, the Danas, none of these girls did this in a day. It all takes time. And it's been amazing to see what 5 years in this business can do. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. It is like 9:30 here in New Orleans. So we're old, so we're already in our pajamas and in bed, but we're going to go watch cable TV somewhere. And I will hopefully see many of your beautiful faces for call number 1 next week. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you make lots of money. And let's finish out this month strong. We're still a couple $1,000s away from our goal. Well, we're going to totally hit it. I ain't worried about it. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.